well, my first memories of the court were actually a season they did in the West End when there was the refurbishment going on. And then from that, I suppose, you know, my first experiences was as an audience member, just going to this extraordinary season that was at the Duke of York's Theatre, because it was then in transition and being refurbished under Stephen Daldry's directorship. So it was The Rat and the Skull, I saw Mojo at the Duke of York's, I saw Killer Joe. I mean, even there, you've got, you know, a political dilemma, you've got an extraordinary, really surreal and twisted sort of revenge comedy, really black comedy in Killer Joe, and then you've got this brilliant kind of look at a power structure in sort of rock and roll and the seedy underworld of the West End that the play was being put on in, but in the 50s, and just so startlingly different, and just a great kind of cross-section of what the court was really famed for, the possibility of brilliance in its writing, the variable nature of subject. That's the real kick you get from going to the Royal Court. And you know, you don't carry performance baggage with you, by and large, although some of those were revivals, or at least, you know, travelling productions from the court originally, and West End runs. By and large, you're looking at new work, and that's what it's all about. That's what's really extraordinary about the Royal Court, is it fosters everything that is new and exciting in writers, and to that you get the most exciting creatives around that. But the real buzz of that building, the real sort of reasoning behind its existence is to put new writing at the forefront of British theatrical culture, and it's done that for decades. I think 6. Yeah, so clever. And that's the thing that excites you, you know. There are moments, aren't there? There are moments that sort of stick out. There were moments in Tribes, moments in Posh, moments in Jerusalem, moments in, well, the 3 I mentioned, Rat and the Skull, Mojo and Killer Joe. There are moments in, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. The amount of times I've been punched in the gut, have been pulled in, revulsed, knocked about, questioned my understanding of the world outside, both through a naturalistic prism or through a fantastic bit of poetic, through something amazingly visceral or something very light and delicate, through an extraordinary addendum to the writing itself, whether it be an event of great sound or lighting or design, and then this extraordinary, astonishing use of our language by the best actors, the newest actors, the most exciting actors we have. It never fails to disappoint, so it'll be here in another 60 years, I don't doubt.